Many people, they have this fear of speaking in public and they have a lot of anxiety. So how to overcome that fear of public speaking?
Yes, actually, this is the greatest fear people have. And the firstly that you have to run directly towards your fear. This is the first thing, first step. The same thing is about the soft skills that your behavior, your conduct, your attitude, your approach, everything is must be whatever you are willing to get from anybody outside.
While talking about body language, what are the common mistakes that people actually do while presenting themselves in professional scenarios?
Now, once you are Hindi, then English translating, and this is the reason that the biggest challenge is your translation. And you need to come out from the translation, English to English. And the best way is just learn in the chunks, small sentences. Pick out the small sentences.
That you are not able to articulate yourself, even if you, I have seen some advanced speakers, they struggle to organize the ideas that they want to convey to the speakers. So that organization becomes very important, that articulation, and we must master the technique of brainstorming in our mind before we begin speaking. Hi Gyan, welcome to the conversation. I'm really delighted to have you here. Warm welcome to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for inviting me in your channel. Yes.
Yes, my pleasure. Okay, for the viewers of my channel, please introduce yourself.
Yes, myself Gyan Agnihotri and I am from Madhya Pradesh and I am a English teacher. I teach in government school English, higher secondary students. On top of that, I am also a communication coach. I teach students, working professional, corporate professionals, communication skills, soft skills through online
Soft
mode.
skills. Okay. Online mode. Okay. So, you are a government teacher, right? What grade do you teach?
I teach higher secondary students, 11, 12 students, English literature and grammar. Yes.
Okay, that's really interesting. And that is after school hours that you provide training, communication skills, and soft skills training online,
Yes.
right?
That's
Okay,
right.
it's great to have a soft skills trainer with me today. So I would like to begin by asking you, for my viewers, particularly many of them might not even be aware of it. So what is the difference in communication skills and soft skills?
Yes, soft skills is basically, if you just think about the soft skills, is the personal attributes, is a way of conduct, how you should conduct in a professional space or even in the personal space, how you should conduct, what is the standard set of principles, the way you behave. In the soft skills, there are the multiple things. It is all about the emotional intelligence, right? If you are in the workplace and something is not happening as per your expectations, so how you should behave, how you should deal with that kind of situation, what is the professional demeanor that is required. Yes.
Right, right. So that comes under the umbrella of soft skills, EQ, and your conduct, personal conduct, managing your emotions. So our audience would like to know, what are yays, what are some do's, and what are the nays, that are the don'ts for soft skills.
Yes, the soft skills is basically about the heart set and mindset. You need to develop a mindset, a professional mindset, that what is expected from you and what is not expected from you. What things you love to accept as individual. If you are like suppose that you are a customer and where you would like to go again and again. The example of restaurant. Why you are just going one restaurant again and again? Why? Because once in restaurants, you get a feeling of a celebrity. You get a feeling of celebrity, the way they are behaving with you. So you love to go there. Their service is fantastic. Their customer satisfactions and everything is amazing. They have flawless service. and everything is amazing. So you love to go there again and again. The same thing is about the soft skills, that your behavior, your conduct, your attitude, your approach, everything is must be whatever you are willing to get from anybody outside. This is the first thing. And second thing, that do avoid doing anything that is not acceptable as a society as a whole, as an individual you do not like, and these things. And that's why in soft skills there are the set of principles. There are the 9 skills inside the soft skills that you need to know, and you need to behave, you need to learn. And actually, if you just go for the soft skills has been become by the 2 words. Firstly, the personal attributes and set of characters, and second thing is the communication skills.
Mhm.
2 words.
Okay, talking about communication skills, how much do you think body language, what role does body language plays in communication skills?
Yes, actually, the body language has the main anchor role, and you're the words, because if your word is whatever the word you are saying, but your body language, your body is not consistent with your words, so that the word has no value at all. So body language is playing an anchor role, and your word is supplementary. So this
Right,
is
right.
very
Go ahead.
important, that the how you say. Now, if take another example, a song is written by somebody, a writer has written a song, and the same song is being sung by a professional singer that
Mhm.
always attract lots of audience. And the same song, like me, a person who doesn't know how to sing, if I will sing same song, so nobody listen, and it has zero impact. Why? The words are same, everything is same. It's all about it's all about your how you are delivering, and that's very important.
And while talking about body language, what are the common mistakes that people actually do while presenting themselves in professional scenarios?
Yes, well, actually, before just going in this directly into your question, I would like to just give you one example. And if you take example of the any situation or two-body who are not so much good speaker, or they do not know how to express themselves, but in a real situation, once they are in real situation, something's really happened and something really hit them, how they behave. They are able to express themselves very, very clearly, and their body language, personality, and everything is amazing. Why? Why they're able to express themselves so clearly, and their gesture and every single thing is perfect. The reason is that because that is coming directly from their heart. The feeling is get attached into his words, and that feeling is running across their minds and body. So their expression is coming out naturally, automatically. So this is very important, that once you have
Mhm.
emotions, and your gestures is coming out the same way, you will be able to express yourself so clearly. That's why your these gestures, your body language, everything matters most. And you need to learn. Most important skills is that you need to actually the feel your communication. Whatever the ideas you are willing to say, you must
Mhm.
feel. And the same thing is also taught in the business and acting schools. They learn this.
So, you brought this up that you really need to feel the emotions in order to express them right in the scenario in professional settings. But what I feel here is, what is your take on introverts, the ones who are not able to express themselves in front of strangers, especially if they have to face strangers and they are not very expressive? What piece of advice would you give them?
Yes, well, actually, it's a great question. The firstly, that I would like to tell you that once you are just communicating with anybody. Today we are this meeting first time, so
Right.
first time it's stranger. But after 5 times we met, now we are not in strangers. So you have to always consider not a person stranger, but the thing that how many times you have communicated so far in your life. That I am talking you very very first time, but before you, I have discussed many videos, and I have also spoken in front of camera hundreds and hundreds of times. So I am not taking you as a stranger. I am taking you my hundreds times that I am meeting you today the hundreds time. And this is the way you need to manipulate your numbers. This is the
Hmm.
way.
Right. And many people say, fake it till you make it.
Yes,
So even if you are not expressive and you cannot express yourself, but then you have to fake that you're really, interested in conversations and you are friendly and a talker. Many times we face in our professional setting situations where we have to indulge in small talk also. That brings
right.
me to the next topic of this conversation, small talk.
Hmm.
What do you think? How important it is to master small talk in present world scenario?
Yes, small talk is really very, very important things that you need to actually understand how to engage in talk and how to start talk. If you do not have idea what topic you have,
Excuse me.
how you should start your discussion,
Mhm.
conversation, and then it's difficult. So that's why it's very important to start a small talk. And you can take example of any current situation, current scenario, what is happening across India or anywhere.
Mhm.
Right now, you can take example of the Saif Ali Khan episode.
Right,
Saif
right.
Ali Khan. So now this is the way you can start discussion. So small talk is very important, and this will actually help you to go deeper, and you will also get to know a fresh perspective about the situation, mindset. And this is all about the leadership. The first step is the breaking the peace, break the peace and start how the leadership start, how the Gandhi became leader. Because there was a scenario where there was a status quo, and nobody was taking steps. Now a small talk, somebody
Initiative.
somebody came from Champaran, and
Mhm.
he had a small talk with Gandhi about the Champaran issue, and this is came start, and then Gandhi has taken steps. So a small talk starting is very important. The first point is starting, and the small talk is the best way to take initiative. Yes,
So initiative is very important, and especially the leaders, they take that initiative which other people are not willing to do. And talking about small talk also, do you believe that it is very culture specific also? Like in India, we people often, do not interact with strangers. Let's say if we go to a park for a walk, we do not even greet the other person much, and we do not like to indulge in small talk, and especially it's very gender specific also. But if we look at other cultures, people effortlessly they indulge in small talk. Do you believe it is culture specific and sensitive also there?
actually, the what I would like to tell you, it's about the person to person, and what actually you think about this. This is important to you. This matters to you. And I believe that the small talk it do not requires. You can start about the small talk with anybody, and you can take simple the introduction. Start from your simple introduction, and this introduction can leads to you a very further and very interesting conversation. And in the conversation itself, it's just a full transaction of words. It's not about the briefing or lecture. A transaction of words, and it amounts to nothing at the end of the day. What expenses actually you are having? Now the people have this kind of ego set that no, I will not start from my side. Let
Mm,
her to start. Now this is the
right.
problem.
The
That's why
purpose is
initiative is
to
very important.
perpetuate the conversations, to take them forward, right? So that is
Exactly.
where the small talk actually helps. And another thing that I would like to ask is many people they have this fear of speaking in public and they have a lot of anxiety. So how to overcome that fear of public speaking?
Yes. Actually, this is the greatest fear people have. And the firstly that you have to run directly towards your fear. This is the first thing, first step. Run directly towards your fear. And if you start running towards your fear, so then you will able to overcome out that fear. This is the first step. Now the second step is that the you need to learn. You need to overly prepare. I would like to say this word overly prepared.
Over
Overly
preparation.
prepared about some things, overly prepared. And this will actually help you to just come out from any kind of fear. Always be in life overly prepared. And third thing I would like to tell you, speak that daily in front of camera. If you have to speak about any topic, you need to just learn about the points, key points. Pick out the three key points about that topic. What is the three key points? Now you can take examples, one example, and then you have also your what is your personal opinion about this. Now, once you have three key points, one example, and one personal opinion, now you have 5 points. Now you can practice in front of camera daily, regularly. You can record your camera and you can review it. Now you can also brainstorm new ideas, new way, how you can say same thing more effectively, efficiently. And the more you will do this, the more your brain will learn and develop your this kind of mindset, and you will be able to speak more clearly.
Right. So there are three steps of, presenting your opinion to people. First is present your opinion. What do you believe in? Then why do you believe in it? What is the reason behind that opinion? And then provide an example.
Yes,
So these
example.
three steps one should follow, right?
Example
So
is very
as it
important.
goes in, whenever we are debating over any topic, so these are the points that are generally, taught to students. So this is how you should conduct a debate, three steps. So anything that you would like to say to the learners out there?
Yes, the most of the learners is basically just learning English speaking. The objective is to learn English speaking. And
Right,
startingly, I was teaching the English speaking, and even today, most of the focus is the English speaking itself. Is
right.
in the communication skills and the soft skills. That is also the part of the English speaking. Now, once you are learning English speaking, it's very important. You need to just focus on the two things. And the biggest challenge of the students and the English learner is they are not able to frame sentences instantly. They are not able to frame sentences instantly. And this is the biggest challenge. Now,
Right.
for this, they're trying to learn grammar, they're trying to memorize vocabulary, and they are going for translate. They are translating inside head. And due to these three reasons, these three are the biggest mistake they are committing.
Hmm.
Now, do you know what is the biggest reason that the people are not able to speak English? The biggest reason is they are trying to translate inside head.
Translation, yes, because it takes too much time processing in your head, and especially the indirect method of translation, it never works. It might work at A1 level when you are just beginning, but beyond that, I don't think it matters. What works is the direct method, exposure to the language directly, and learning it from the context,
Now,
learning the
the
words
main
and
thing is that
phrases.
why American babies are able to speak English so clearly.
That
Why?
is how we learned our native language also. We never indulged in grammar, first dived into grammar.
Main thing is that they're coming English to English, simple English to English. Now, once you are Hindi, then English translating, and this is the reason that the biggest challenge is your translation. And you need to come out from the translation, English to
Mm.
English. And the best way is just learn in the chunks, small sentences. Pick out the small sentences, and that is chunk, the phrase. Learn in
Phrase
phrase.
that you pick and fit as ready pieces in your conversations, in your sentences.
And this is the first things. Now, second thing is ideas. People are not able to speak English because they are not able to frame sentences instantly. And second, they are not able to pick ideas, organize their thoughts and ideas clearly, and express them clearly. And this is
Mm.
second reason. And there is only two difference between you or a beginner or an advanced English speaker. One difference is their sentence formation, and second thing is their ideas delivery. These two
Hmm.
things. And how you can come out of it. Come out of it. How? The first thing is that the most of the English learners they try to listen, they try to read, they try to do everything. They think that they will listen and they will be able to speak. Actually, they are committing mistake here again. What happens? This is the passive learning. You are
Hmm.
listening only. This is the passive. You are only consuming content. You need to actually blurt it out. So the first
And
thing is
make
that
it
you need to
active.
listen. Yes, you need to listen and try to speak rather than only listening. only consuming content. And once you are learning and speaking, listening and speaking, so it is active learning. You are activating your mindset to speak. Now, most of the students, learners, they are trying to understand English. This is another problem. Once somebody is speaking, they try to understand, they will say that I am able to understand English, but I am not able to speak. The
Right.
reason is that you are actually only putting efforts for understanding. You are not putting efforts for speaking.
For speaking.
Now what mindset you need to change? You need to change the mindset is once you are listening, the focus on only one thing: how he is framing sentences, how he is framing sentences. And once you start focusing on these things, and then whatever he has spoken, try to speak the same content in your own words.
Summarizing, I think, is a great tool whenever you are, listening to something and try to summarize it in 2 minutes in your own words, record it and re-listen. So these are some speaking activities that actually help you to make your language learning active.
Yes. And once you're listening and then speaking, and then also focus how you can ideas, how you can put all his ideas, three key ideas, and then speak.
So
And
that
this is
is
the
the art of brainstorming, I would say. Learn the
way.
art of brainstorming first on paper. You can begin, and then you have to incorporate brainstorming in your head right in the
Yes.
moment.
And this will actually help you to speak very powerful English. And I myself have done same thing. I am from the Hindi medium backgrounds and from village backgrounds where there was no atmosphere, nothing at all. So, but this idea has absolutely transformed my English speaking, and my English became so good that I can speak anyone, including you.
Yes, I really admire your efforts there, coming from Hindi background and being able to interact in this manner. That is quite admirable. And now talking about, you mentioned two things here. One is the learners, when it comes to speaking in public, there are two types of people who face challenge. One is one who are not good at language. First, they are facing challenge to frame sentences. Then you mentioned about grammar and then translation method. That is one challenge. And another is that you are not able to articulate yourself. Even if I have seen some advanced speakers, they struggle to, organize the ideas that they want to convey to the speakers. So that organization becomes very important, that articulation, and we must master the technique of brainstorming in our mind before we begin speaking, right? So I
That's
think
right.
that is quite insightful for our learners, and they really gained an insight into it. So thank you for providing your great professional insights into today's session.
Welcome.
Thank you so much, and it was really a pleasure to connect with you. I look forward to having more sessions with you.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay.